go.
Running wild, can't come down. My head is in the clouds.
Get that thumbs up.
Keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. Before a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. Before a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
Please hit that thumbs up as you're rolling in. Let us know what number you are. Hope you're all having a great Friday. TGIF, right?
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm
Happy 144.
I'm done feeling your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause I'd start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. And I'm thankful for each and every single one of you. Today is August 9th, 2024. It is 6:57 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. You guys are so amazing. I am so honored to be here with you guys every day, truly. And I need to thank a bunch of you already. So, Drew, thank you so very much. Hit that like pearl. Hit me, baby, one more time. And Drew, thank you so very, very much for gifting one pearl necklace. Very, very sweet of you. Really do appreciate that. If you received that pearl necklace, please thank our beloved Drew K. Very sweet of her. Thank you, my love. Holly, my sweetheart. Thank you as well for all that you do for this channel, myself. Thank you so very much. Holly just gifted 5 pearl necklaces. And if you received one of those pearl necklaces, please thank our beloved Holly for gifting you one of those. We're getting ready to have a members only live very soon. And it's going to be a very special members only live. So make sure you guys stick around for that. But we need to go ahead and get on the train. Beep beep, mother chickens.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
To the lesser fight, my body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Thanks so much, Holly, for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. If you received one of those, again, please thank our beloved Holly. Really do appreciate you, Holly. Thank you. Kelly, thank you so much. I love your German Shepherd, by the way. I used to have a German Shepherd. They're wonderful dogs. Thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace, and thank you so much for your support. Really, really do appreciate that. Hello, Carmelita. Thank you so very much for 4 continuous months. Really do. Will you start out with the screaming chicken?
Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Katie!
There you go, dear. There you go. Oh my goodness, y'all. Thank you so much for that, Breezy. Thank you, my dear, for your super sticker. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much. And there's our Mally Cat. There's our Mally Cat. Thank you for renewing your membership for Mally. Really do appreciate it. I always remember Mally because I have 2 cats that almost look identical to Mally's there. Never gets old, Lisa says. Yes, that's right. Sure. Everyone, grab your colossal popcorn and get ready. But before we start with our usual live, thank you, Cricket. I do need to show you there is a child missing, and this is just getting underway. So we're going to need to pull that up. Alrighty, so we have here a missing young girl out of Bloomington, Indiana. Bloomington, Indiana. Her name is Marilyn Raley, Marilyn Raley, Raley. Her date of birth is December 24th, so Christmas Eve, 2008. She was last seen at 10:30 p.m. I'm assuming that was last night around South Madison Street, Bloomington, Indiana. I correct that, not last night. August 4th, rather. Marilyn and Marie Raley was last seen Sunday, August 4th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time around the 2400 block of South Madison Street in Bloomington, Indiana. Got some stuff that I need to show you. This is kind of already a little bit bizarre because if you look at this, let me tell you something. There is someone already saying, like, trying to say they're her mother, and they're really not. So, I don't know. Oh my gosh, Serenity, thank you so very much, my dear. I love you to pieces. Thank you so much. Really, thank you so much. Something has been on my mind I watched Britney's live from last night on replay, and someone in chat said, "What if when KP said, 'I don't know why he walked out the door,' what if she did not mean the front door, but Sebastian's bedroom door?" That's a point. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Uh, yeah. We'll 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 definitely talk some more about that serenity here shortly, for sure. For sure. Thank you for your generosity. Really do appreciate you, my dear, truly. And thank you so much, Triangel, my dear. Really do appreciate you as well, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate it, my love. You guys are tremendous to me. Thank you all. We're going to get into some theories and all of that right here shortly. Um, so let me just pull this up. What did I do with it? Okay, there it is. Perfect. So I'm going to let you take a good look at this one more time. Again, Marilyn Raley, born 12/24/2006, around last seen around 10:30 p.m. August 4th. Eastern Standard Time, around the 2400 block of South Madison Street in Bloomington, Indiana. Yes, I was thinking the same thing. I see you. She reminds me so much of Audrey Cunningham. You are definitely right about that. Definitely. Hey, Irony, good to see you, dear. Okay, so um, how does she pronounce her name? Lilette? Is that how she pronounces it? Let Barbara Hobson, Hobst, sorry, Hobson, Hobson. Oh my God, people, April Mobley is Marilyn Raley guardian. I'm her biological mother. I don't know why she is saying that's her kid. She's not her. She's not. Her father passed away, so I'm the only one. So please listen to me. April Mobley is not Marilyn Raley's mother. Do you understand? April Mobley, please stop saying my daughter is your kid. I didn't have a kid with you and Keith. Don't didn't have a kid with you. On her birth certificate it says Barbara Raley, which is me, not April Mobley. Oh my God, stop saying kids are yours. They are not. So, what I am understanding here is there is already kind of some, it's kind of sounding a little rough already. Um, so her guardian is um Marilyn Raley. Her guardian is Marilyn Raley. Let Barbara Hobson is her mother. Her mother. All right. There's not a lot yet that really is about, but this kind of has um really piqued my interest. My volume is low. It shouldn't be. It says it's fine. Is my volume low, guys? They need to start making a strong example of this. Yes, Vic, you're right. You're right. Okay, my volume's good. Okay. Just want to make sure. Volume good. Perfect. Okay. So there is that. Now, there is like an adopted sister that I do want you guys to see here as well. And let's pull this up. Okay. This is from Ashley Lynn, Lyn Anderson, common spelling. Sharing for my adopted sister. If you see her, call police or let Barbara Hobson, Lette, by the way, right away. Missing since Sunday at 10 p.m. Marilyn Ann Marie Raley still missing. If you see my baby girl, please contact Bloomington Police Department. She has strawberry blonde hair, hazel eyes, 5 foot even. Come on, guys, speak up. Please, someone show something. All it takes is a simple phone call. Last seen in South Rogers in Bloomington, Indiana on Sunday, 10 p.m. It's now Wednesday. Now it's Friday, by the way. She's been gone 2 days. Now it's been 4. I'm flipping, freaking out and worried sick. Man, I love you, baby girl. She's my life. My heart is so broken. Uh, since she's been gone, I've ate one time. I can hardly sleep for real. This is my thing. I do pray, and I pray hard for her safety. Um, not sure if she has posted anything else. This is from member of missing people in, and let's see here, a day ago. Yeah, so there's nothing. Looks like it says she lives in LA. I'm not sure if she does. People have different things here. Okay. Hold on one second. This is interesting. Just came in. Okay. Let me show you this, y'all. I don't know. I'm feeling a little weird. I don't know. 2 hours ago, I talked to the police here in Linton and a cop in Bloomington. I'm good. Now I have been cleared. Okay. Uh, she posts, her mother, she posts every, like, she posted 21 minutes ago. Let's make this happen. Come on, Bloomington. Let's find Marilyn. Uh, let me message her. Let's see here. To come. Um, you can call in 307-228-4906. Can send you a link. Let's see her. We'll see if she'll call in or not. Is there anybody in here from like around Bloomington, Indiana? Look, I don't care if you got beef with me. Stop running your mouth about the drama and let's find Marilyn. Let's just hope this child is okay. That's the main thing, right? Let's just hope and pray. I'll see if she calls in. I just gave her my phone number, and You're in Lawrence County? Okay. Okay. Have you heard about this, Marie? From anybody? Has anybody heard about this? Grasshopper just sliding in. Grass monster to the office, please. Grass monster to the office. Lane slant for grass monster. No, did you you did get an alert? Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Bloomington, Indiana. Sounds like the Guardian is trying to protect Maryland from something. Um there it's interesting because like on her profile it states psycho let Barbara Raley. So there's that. There's that. I hope she calls too. I hope she calls too. Hopefully we can get more information out about her and see where she's at. See where she's at. I'm planning on to do calls here anyways today. Um, in my opinion, the thump may not have been caused from Sebastian realizing he was over medicated and did fall, causing a thump. Not only did you hear a thump, you feel it if it vibrates. Yes, yeah, you would feel probably a thump. But just imagine how a thump, like how loud a thump would have to be in order for Katie to hear that thump while being on the phone, reading a chapter book or something for her school, and speaking to Chris, right? Thank you, Charlene. Hope you are as well, my dear. Um, like a shoe drop. Well, I mean, it would be really loud. It would be it would have to be really loud. Thank you, Women's Warrior. There's a lot of missing people in the US. But, I mean, as far as population, um, we're only like 4 or 5% of the world's population, the United States. So it's a lot considering, right? A thud would make his take his whole body. A thud would take it. Oh, absolutely, Royal Blue. It would have to take. I mean, unless he like, you know, fell out of the bed, but if it's carpeted, it's still going to take a lot to hear it. That house is, a really secure house. Um I just don't see you now, like, if what is it? There is carpet and underlay. Yeah, like the padding underneath of it. A thud for me is when my son drops to the floor and starts. Yeah, yeah. So my name is. Yeah. Well, I mean, if let's say for instance, like he fell into something, right? Would or I don't know. I really don't know. So she told Sebastian to go to bed. I was thinking about this. This is when I start thinking, when I speak it out with you guys, that's when my mind really goes. I was thinking about this. She said she told Sebastian to go to bed, and he did. And he did. 8:30, 9 o'clock. We know that's very early for any child, unless you're, you know, third grade or, kindergarten and third grade, maybe. Uh, but that's pretty early, especially for a 15 years old. I told him to go to bed, and he did. Now, she said he poked his head out of the room and told me good night and good night puppies and all of that, and she loves him, or he loves puppies and all of that. She said he plays up until bedtime, right? Plays, he goes to his room and plays until bedtime. That is their words. So, did she just yell in there, go to bed? When did he poke? Is that when she told him to go to bed? When he poked his head out? I want to know how, because if he was in his bedroom, she would have had to have either yelled in there, it's time to go to bed, and then him poke his head out and say, good night, puppies, good night, mom, love you. And Katie doesn't say love you back, which is interesting to me, in my opinion. And he went to bed. Now, she said she allowed him to stay up a little longer than normal. Now, if you're going to bed, right, they said their normal bedtime is 8:30 or 9 o'clock, right? But she says, I told him to go to bed, and he did. But I'm wondering, did he stay up a little bit longer after 9 o'clock? You get what I'm saying? I mean, look who KP is married to, the king of, yeah, yeah. No, they said 8:30 or 9 o'clock is his normal bedtime. I think that is incredibly early. Incredibly early. Um, again, there is no mentioning of a bath or anything. And I'll be honest with you, it would be hard. Well, let's see here. Not if it's 9 o'clock, because they got home about 7. So he had 2 hours to take if he wanted to take a bath or a shower. But there doesn't seem to be any type of bath or shower. She said she let him stay up a little bit later. But that's not going to bed if you allowed him to stay up a little later. Because at 10 o'clock, she's saying that she hears a thud. If you hear a thud at 10 o'clock and then you yell toward his room and he answers you in any way, shape, or form, he is clearly not sleeping. Yes, she says she heard the thud at 10. Now, she told the neighbors originally that she heard the thud at 11:30. She mentioned a thud to make it look like there could be someone else. I don't think she made it to look like it was someone else because she's always stated, I don't know, I walked out the door. I don't know, I walked out the door. Now, she did say in, I believe it was Nancy Grace's interview, that she believes someone has Sebastian. Although there is, the police has not uh said that, they were specifically looking for him being with anyone. They just don't know where he is at. Um, from the beginning, it's, I don't know why I walked out the door. Well, if he was missing, right? If God forbid, you wake up one morning and your child is missing, right? And after you get done looking and everything, you're not going to assume, hey, soldier girl, you're not going to assume that your child walked out the door and be stuck 100% on that, right? You're going to wake up and say, call the police and say, my child isn't here. I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. Right? You think of God, what's the Elizabeth Smart? You think of Elizabeth Smart, right? The dad called. Let me see if I can find that 1-1 call. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find that one call. Elizabeth Smart. Let's see here. Elizabeth Smart. Hold on. What's Mr. Smart's name? I can't remember his name. Beth Smart parents 911 call. I'm gonna look for this real quick. Maybe I can't find it. Let me just check one more thing. Smart parents. It's out there because let me see if that's it. Okay, that's not it. All right. Well, I was trying to find the Elizabeth Smart uh 911 call when they called because I believe it was something to the effect of someone has came in the house and took my daughter, right? And if you're going to know your kid, right? And if you say he's never walked out the door, he doesn't like anything, he doesn't like the nature or anything like that, well, then you're going to yourself do the process of elimination because you know your kid. You know your kid, right? And you're going to say someone took him, not that he walked out the door, or you're going to say at the very minimum, my kid is not here. I don't know what happened. You're not going to say he walked out that door. Thank you so much, Serenity, for 2 continuous months, my dear. Love you to pieces. Laura Lodge dropped a new video today, and toward the end, he talks about Sebastian and mentions how he thinks Chris is involved. Interesting. Interesting. Thank you so much for that. Canadian Cookie, my love, thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, please thank our beloved Canadian Cookie. It's very, very sweet. Law enforcement would have said no signs of him leaving, no freaking shoes. Yes. Um, in fact, let's talk about that. That's a good point. If you knew your kid, you obviously know your kid more than anybody, right? They don't like to go outside to get dirty, right? They don't like loud sounds, um, or, they're not adventurous. They'd rather be inside. They don't like to be like, cold and wet and dirty and all of that. Don't like the dark. And you would pretty much, in my opinion, think someone took them before they did that on their own, especially if they were without shoes, right? Oh my God. He didn't even take his shoes. You know, did someone come here and grab him in the middle of the night? Right? Because you know your kid. You know your kid. He's not going to anything unfamiliar. Shoes important in missing or abduction, or in a lot of cases, there's a reason law enforcement ask about the shoes. Have they looked it up? Um, my dogs would have barked. Oh, I think the dogs would have barked as well. I absolutely think the dogs would have barked. Dogs were barking in a lot, or the hands interview, the dogs were barking quite a bit. And Chris was constantly showing them. Law enforcement is also only going by what Katie told them. Yes. Yes. And the law enforcement kept saying, we are continuing, uh, what was the words that they used? Under the assumption that Sebastian walked out the door, because that is what they have been told by the parent that was there. Of course, they have to listen to the parent, but once things aren't coming in, right, that, um, well, there's nothing on camera, but okay, let's see if we can get a scent. No scent. And I think that is when everything started to change as well. Um, let me see here. I'm going to take some calls today as well. If anybody wants to call in while I'm speaking, you're welcome to call in. If all the doors were locked, they might not have thought someone came in and got him. I still think they are guilty. If all the doors were locked, they might not have thought someone came in and got him. I mean, perhaps, perhaps, but you would be rather confused, right? Because Sebastian is autistic, right? And we know, so some of the things that go along with autism is obviously a sense of security and a sense of what routine routine is extraordinarily important for everyone, but specifically children with autism, right? Yes, habits, routines, habits are very, very important. And the only way they break those habits is if something is really wrong. Law enforcement would not think break in by the story KP gave. Um, yeah, because I mean, from the get go, she is stated, well, if we were fighting, right, if we were fighting, I could understand, but we hadn't even, we had been getting along. He had been good for the past couple of weeks. I think so, Mike. Yes. He didn't run away or walk out the door. If he had his sleep meds, okay, let's talk about that as well. Uncle Taco, it really doesn't add up. You're right. You're right. It does not. Good to see you. He didn't away or walk out the door. If he had his sleep meds, how did he wake up to leave? Had to be carried, in my opinion. Yes. All right. Let's think about how long. I don't know if there's anybody. I can't remember the medicine that he took. Once someone says it, that's when I'll remember. Has anyone ever took that medication or their child ever taken that medication? And if so, how long does it take? 15, 20, 25 minutes for it to kick in? Yeah, Resperdal. Yeah. Yeah. How long will it take for that to kick in? Oh, late, 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 late. Crazy APM to the office, please. Crazy APM to the office, please. Late slip for crazy. Good to see you, my dear. About 30 minutes. Okay. My son takes it less than 30 minutes. Okay. All right. And whenever they take that, how long does it average? I mean, it's subjective, obviously. Uh, but you're going to need what, 6, 8 hours? 6, 8 hours of sleep. Nick said CP and KP were cleared, then redacted his statement. Also been hearing CP had sister in law enforcement and friend he went to school with. Um, from I don't think his sister works for law enforcement in the Hendersonville area. Chris knows he didn't walk out the door, and he knows no one came in and took him. Yeah. Yeah. She's not in. It's been a long misconception that Chris's sister works in law enforcement. She doesn't. She doesn't. Once I told my doctor never again, felt like I was sinking into the couch. You know, Uncle Taco, did speak on that sea bag. I think I was probably the first one to speak about it. I was speaking to a couple people who had been in the military, and they were talking about the sea bags. Um, whatever Sebastian went out in, I do believe it was in something. I believe it was something. I really do. He was worn out from the day. You know, I think he might have been worn out for the weekend, and I really wonder, Smiley, I really wonder, did Katie do this in this allegedly, well, we're in this hypotheses that we're talking about and opinions and theories. We're not here to say anyone is guilty of anything. We're just talking about theories. However, in this theory, can I mean, let's think about it. That was a lot of stuff to do in a weekend for a 15-year-old like Sebastian, right? That was a lot. I mean, like, they woke up that morning, they made breakfast, Sebastian bragged about it, all of that, and then they were gone, like, all day, like, didn't get home till, like, 7 in the evening, right? And then the day before that, they were doing a lot of stuff as well. Did she want Sebastian to be so worn out that he was ready to go to bed for some reason? You get what I mean? Was someone coming over, right? Jilly Beans, thank you so very much. We really do appreciate you. Welcome to the Pearl family. Pearls look amazing on you, Jilly. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Please welcome Jilly Beans as our new family member. Now, I think in this theory that it's very possible that he could have been given medicine at before dinner, during dinner, right after dinner, on the way home. And could he have been given too much? Could he have been given too much? And something happened. Or could it be that for whatever reason, some people, when they get tired, you're fine, bear, honey. You're fine. Or some people, when they get so tired, so tired, that they get a bunch of energy. Justin, on an empty stomach, the meds will kick in faster. Yes, that is true. But they get like, this bunch of energy, lots and lots and lots of energy. And they get silly, you know what I mean? And they just get all kinds of energy. Was he not wanting to go to sleep even after he got that medicine? And there came a frustration, right? Did someone snap? Did Sebastian see someone who wasn't supposed to be there? Did Sebastian back talk and someone snapped? Hello? Hello? Hold on one second. Who's calling?
I saw Chanel. I saw the call-in number. I'm
Uh-huh.
cooking dinner, and I wanted to put in a couple of 2 cents.
Sure, please.
The sea bags, the pickle bags. Don't forget they both served. Excuse me, they both served. So
Yes.
there should be 2.
Yes.
And then the other thing about with her talking about how she didn't know how he just walked out the door. I took that more as a thing to where she thought, I don't know why he doesn't love Chris as much as I do, so I don't know why he would want to leave the home. That was more of how I took it than what actually physically walking out the door. That's just how I heard it the first time when it came through.
See, I took it as I don't know why he left. I don't know what would make him want to walk out the door. He was having, they claimed that we weren't fighting. Everything was fine. It would have been different if we would have been fighting. Well, no, it wouldn't have been different if you would have been fighting because he still never tried to run away, even during your fights, right?
True.
So,
What
it's
are your thoughts on the Ruckus video?
the ruckus video.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's just ruckus. It's nothing.
Just nothing. Okay.
Yeah, it's
all right.
That's about 1 second slowed down at such a slow pace that I don't think it's anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing burger it is.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you didn't interrupt. Thank you so much for calling.
Well, saw the call-in number. Figured I'd go ahead and call in.
That's what it's there for.
Thank you. You're doing excellent. Well,
thank you, my dear. Thank you. Bye-bye. Great caller. Great caller. Thank you so much. Easy. Why does my iPhone not give me the option to gift memberships? I don't know. I don't know. ICU, do you know how to gift memberships? Use this link. Okay, YouTubers got it. Thank you so much. Justin, is CP and KP still active in the military, or have they? Oh no, they've not been dishonorably discharged. No, that I know for sure. I believe, are they still in reserves? I don't know. I think I see you might know that, or someone in chat. My phone doesn't let me gift either. Um, I don't know. I really don't know, to be quite honest with you. I'm sure someone in chat will know though. Christy, thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace, my dear. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate that. Keeping my little channel going here. Thank you so much. Cindy, Cindy, Cindy. Cindy to the office, please. Cindy to the office. You're being paged. We need a late slip for Cindy. A little late. I fell asleep running, taking my shower. Maybe I will wake up. Be right back. All right, Cindy. Just keep us next to the shower right there. You can hear me talk. Okay? I'm high maintenance. Hinted at. Oh, really? Um, that's interesting. That's interesting. I did not know that. Uh, I'll I'll ask Chris and Josh about that. That's interesting. Where is my late slip? Pink butterfly to the office, please. Pink butterfly to the office. Appreciate you, my dear. But we need a late slip for pink butterfly. I mean, it's too. Yeah. I don't know. To be honest with you, I've never tried to look if someone was dishonorably discharged or not. I don't know. I think KP only served 10 years max. Mm. Keeping Eagles. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You can listen. You can never watch your kids good enough ever, right? The world is crazy. There is crazy people in all or next to our neighborhoods. All of us. Doesn't matter what part of the world you live in. That's what I thought. The military records are really locked down. Um, could they get another sea bag at a surplus? Oh, absolutely. Yes, you can get a sea bag anywhere. Anywhere. Now, to be quite honest with you, um, most people don't just go buy sea bags. That would, if they went and bought another sea bag, I think that would be a little interesting. And I also think that is something uh CP and court marshals. Yeah, I think Chris M knows a little bit more stuff, and that's interesting. That's interesting. Susie girl, Susie gal, thank you so much for becoming a pearl, my dear. Your poochie is so beautiful, by the way. So classy. Thank you so much, Susie gal, for becoming a member. Pearls look amazing on you, Susie gal. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. Whatever. If he was taken out, I believe that he was taken out in something, right? Um, most likely to conceal, um, even though it's highly unlikely for anyone to see them really doing anything in that bit of darkness in their neighborhood because you really can't see very far at all. It's very dark. I'm sure that there would have been some type of concealment. Now, what are things that you can conceal with, right? You know, we have things in our homes like luggage. Luggage is one. That's a big one. Think of Sarah, is it Sarah Boon? Is it Sarah Boon? Christy, I don't think Christy, I apologize. I missed you. Thank you, my dear, for gifting a pearl necklace. That's so sweet of you. Really do appreciate that, Christy. Thank you so much for your support, keeping my channel going. Thank you so much, my dear. Janet, thank you for all you do. God bless. Thank you, my friend. Really do appreciate you, and thank you for your support. Mally Cat, my dear. I can't believe how much we are learning after listening to the interviews dozens of times. I have learned so much just uh, listening to these interviews, and I swear to you, even like in the Summer Wells interview, I bet you if I sat down and listened to it, it's so amazing how I call it the veil. I call it the veil. How we can see something, we can pass by an area in our neighborhood or on a route we take every single day and not notice something. And one day we look at it and we notice that there's a house sitting up on a hill or whatever. And that is just what I do every single time. People's like, I know we've watched it already. We watched it already, but I'm telling you, sometimes you just have to be in that mind space, or you just have to hear it differently. I don't know if the conversation that we're talking about makes our brain hear it or see it a different way, but it is so true, Melly Cat. I The other day, when I was on my Hey Sweet Tea channel, when I was up really late, like that live was, in my opinion, it was very good live. We learned a lot of stuff just in that one live that just came together so much better. So you're absolutely right. So thank you so much for 2 continuous months, my dear. Darzilla, my dear. I love how you guys little creatures on there. You're pretty. In my opinion, he was taken out in the car from the garage. It is very, very possible, Darzilla. I don't think anybody would, really argue with that. Um, and that's the other thing. A lot of people believe it's the 3 a.m. Uh, and that is personally, when I think. Actually, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I sometimes wonder if he was taken out somehow that we just don't have video footage of that has been leaked. I don't know. Even before 3 a.m. But I really believe, in my opinion, it's most likely 3 a.m. I think that's, something that's most probable in this. And based upon what I've spoken with people in the neighborhood, No, I don't think it's been erased, Benson. I just don't think it's been may have been put out. Um, I think specifically, in my opinion, if in this theory that we're discussing, if CP was there for whatever reason at 5:30, then I think he may, and if he would be involved, then I think he would have had to have left earlier if he was in the Hendersonville area. So there's that. But yes, think of Sarah Boone. She put her husband. What was Sarah Boone's? Is it Sarah Boone? Let's hold on. Let's do a thing here. Is it Sarah Boone? Okay. Husband. His name was Brian, right? Was it Brian or her boyfriend rather? It was her boyfriend. I want to see how much he weighed. The exit said that they found. Okay, no, it's Torres. Jorge Torres was what it was. Okay. Um, let's see here. Let's see how much Junior death, height, and weight. All right. Oh, there is a Wikipedia on him. And let's see how he was put up in the kind of as he thought it was a joke. Well, damn. Does it not have was arrested the following day for second degree unaliving? He was 42 years old. Okay. Hold on. Let me ask. 42 death, height, and weight. Give me 1 second. So let's see here. Who died? Sarah Boone. Let's see here. I want to know his height and weight. Torres Jr. Height and weight. Damn. There's no way. He was 6'2". He was 6'2". Wow. That is incredible. If that's let's see here. If that's true, like that would be. Let's see here. Autopsy. 42. was zipped in a suitcase. Does anyone know? That's what it's okay, what's this? What it's telling me. You have to I mean, I didn't think I mean, I thought he was like a little I thought he was like a little, you know, dude. That's what I kind of gathered. But that's what it says. But I wonder how much did who died to suitcase death weigh at autopsy? How tall was who died suitcase at autopsy? Okay, it says he was no, okay, Chat GPT is saying he was 6 foot and 225 pounds. All right, let's look at a picture of him. I mean, this was the suitcase. Like, there's just no way. There's just no way that he could have been 6 foot. There really isn't. You know what I mean? One second. I want because he couldn't have fit in that suitcase. Just a horrible way to be zipped up in a suitcase. There's no way he's 200 pounds. Yeah, I don't think there was a possible way it could be 200 pounds.
Pocket hose
See if
copper
they'll
bullet
show.
infused with real copper. Turn on the water and it
I can
grows
tell
to
you
a
one thing.
full-size
She's
hose.
crazy. We're going to
Turn
get
off
to
the
that.
water and
but-
it shrinks back to a pocket-size hose with layered latex inside and a polymer
5'9",
jacket
152
outside.
pounds.
It's 3 times stronger. Order your pocket hose copper bullet today and get the thumb drive spray nozzle free.
I can
Hurry.
see that.
Order now.
I can see that.
I am almost certain that when they moved in,
One second.
they were ecstatic, right? What I've seen, we have
All
something
right.
else that's exclusive and new. Told us it was her reporter, News Nation correspondent Alex Cap.
I just
Yeah,
want
it
to
was
see
a
the
bit. There was
house.
a stayed vacant. Did somebody die? Actually, yes, that's exactly what happened. So I got a chance to go inside this
Right, look at
apartment,
this.
look at it myself, compare it to the videos that we've been seeing online, that infamous now cell phone video that police have that shows George Torres suffocating inside of that suitcase while his girlfriend, Sarah Boon, was just taunting him, laughing. And actually seeing it firsthand, Ashley, is completely different. But kudos to the Garcia family. They're really braving it out. They
Oh God, sorry, I was muted. My first mute today. Yeah, he was telling her couldn't breathe. Can you imagine? Oh my God, just the biggest witch. She actually thought she didn't do anything wrong. She actually thought that. So, that's an average size luggage, right? That's an average size luggage. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's very, very possible now. And of course, we know about the sea bag and all of that as well. Hey Justin, my grandkids can't believe I chat with someone on TV. Can you give a shout out to Adley and Raven? Hi Adley, hi Raven. Thank you so much for watching with your sweet grandma. You guys enjoy yourself this evening. Everyone say hello to Adley and Raven watching. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support too, Brenda. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, that's my trademark is the mute. I forgot about her drinking. Yeah, she went upstairs and drank. But also, you know, I really feel that in this case there is something. I just feel like if in a theory that we're talking about, that it would be unlikely for the Bow Wow Foots to be involved as much as they are involved and not I mean it's not like they I mean did they really treat Sebastian as their grandchild? What do y'all think? I mean, did they? I don't know. But I think they would. I think he would have dropped her like a hot sack of potatoes, to be honest with you. Thank you so very much, Blaze. Is it Vendetta Blaze? Sorry. I think the shoes were brought back to KP in the night video. KP's garbled storyline after they returned home tells me Sebastian was not there. I believe he is alive and being harbored somewhere, in my opinion. I pray that you are right, Vendetta. I really pray that you're right. I don't though. I don't. I pray to God that I am wrong, but I think it would be extraordinarily hard to a 15-year-old unless you're like I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And this is the thing. Let's say for instance, and this is what I want to always try to explain to people because people's always telling me, why don't law enforcement just thank you, Misty Moonlight's very sweet. Why don't law enforcement just take them down and speak to them and say, tell us what's going on? And believe me, I wish we don't they have been pretty cooperative is what they say. I think that you don't have to speak. You don't have to speak to anyone in law enforcement. right? You have a right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney. And even if you get an attorney, then that no means make you look any more. It shouldn't make anyone look. As in the eyes of the law, it should never make anyone look more guilty by getting an attorney. I'm just saying, because that is something that is afforded to us all as, under the, you know, our laws, the U.S. Constitution. Um, all of that is saying, hold on. All those have to say it is lawyer and police. Yeah, that's all I got to say. And there's that. But that's not what bothers me so much. What bothers me is that a mother who is not doing anything. That's what bothers me. I can imagine being Seth right now, knowing that Katie once, would have never behaved like this, in my opinion, right? He knows Katie, and Katie will not even speak to Seth, right? Now let me tell you something. If you have an ex, or if something really bad happened, can you imagine, your ex or your kids or someone you've married, shared your life with, dated for a long time, and you can tell when they're lying, right? You just know them so freaking well. You can read almost their thoughts. And also, I think whenever a parent because regardless, like I've always said, I do believe Katie is grieving. I do believe she's grieving, in my opinion. And whenever one thing that's going on is Seth and Katie, regardless, they will always have this bond of whether it's broken, but there is a bond there that's undeniable, and that is obviously Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And I think if Seth or Katie would speak to Seth, just the two of them, I think things would happen if she was open. I think if Katie would, I don't think, in my opinion, I do not believe, probably other than the initial interview, that she has probably spoke to them by herself. I don't think. Now, I will also say this. We don't even know if they have spoke to law enforcement since they started investigating that there may be a criminal element to this, right? Remember when they first came for the first few days, right? He just walked out the door. Lisa, really? Right? So they come there. I woke up, we had a good day. I told you what I told you. But, let's say, for instance, they have found, days later, they want to show them. Oh, good, Brenda. Good. They want to show them some videos of people outside their home. I'm just speculating, theorizing right now. In no way am I placing blame or anything like that, but we're just doing this for the subject of conversation. Let's say that they found something, some type of digital evidence of some sort, which we have no idea if they have found anything at all. But let's just say that they did. Or they wanted to show him a video of that car coming in, them coming. They got a better shot of it from a neighbor that we haven't seen yet. We don't even know if they've been down there to speak about that, to be questioned about that, especially alone. I would think that I bet you she has never spoken like that. Hey, Cindy.
Hello?
Hey, Cindy.
Turn my phone off.
Okay, go ahead.
I think he was took out about 1 o'clock in the morning. Something just sticks to me at 1 o'clock. And I believe they carried him out that back door. He wouldn't open that door because it made noise. But if he was unconscious, he wouldn't have heard it. They carried him out that back door.
The back door, meaning where the fence is?
I think out back, and that's why they're coming around the side of the house and going out into that field. That's my theory. They keep saying that back door, he wouldn't open it because it made a noise.
Uh-huh.
I believe they carried him out that back door. And my theory, 1 o'clock keeps coming to me. That would give Chris time to get it done and get back to Nashville. And he went back to the crane at 5:15 because he'd been up all night. And he was afraid if he went back to that camper, he'd fall asleep and be late for work. So he went back to that crane.
What happened at 3 o'clock?
I don't know. Where are you getting 3 at?
Well, that video is supposed to be around 3 o'clock.
But the clock is wrong on that.
It is. Hold on one second, Cindy. Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're saying that time on that video that they've got is wrong because it always stays at 3 something. So
the clock is broken. But based upon from what I understand, I need to ask some people to be more clear on this, but from what I understand, it really was about 3 o'clock, even though it says it was 3:11. It was about 3 o'clock.
Just something in me keeps telling me 1 o'clock for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, I would, if if it is earlier, that would really explain a lot. But as of
Oh yeah.
now, I just gotta go with what I've
Right.
been told.
And that gives Chris time to get back to Nashville, and he went right to that damn crane and sat in it because he's afraid if he went to the camper, he'd fall asleep and wouldn't get up for work because he'd been up all night. They got off the phone at midnight. I believe he was there before that weekend anyway. He might have went home Sunday morning, but he was back there Sunday night. Something tells me.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they'd find that baby. I mean, I've got green lights on my porch. I've got green changer lights on my fence, and I just pray every day for that boy.
I know, honey. I know.
Oops.
It's now listen, like I also wonder sometimes if he was on his way driving from
Right.
on his way talking to her, on his way to
But
Hendersonville.
then his phone would have pinged.
You would
Right.
think. I mean, it may have. We have no idea. We have no idea. I mean, you can have almost everything, and a lot of times you just still is not enough.
They said he was there at 8 o'clock working on a car. He got that car fixed. He talked to Katie, left his phone in the camper, and he had a burner phone, and that's what he come home with. And he was there at midnight, and they carried that baby out about 1 o'clock in the morning out that back door.
Well, whatever happened, I do believe he was certainly carried out of the back door. Or
Yeah,
not necessarily the back door, but I do believe he was carried out the back or the man door, the side door.
Yeah, that back door, because there are no cameras there. The ring cameras are all in front.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my theory. But like they say, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. So, but that's my opinion.
Right. Well, thank you so much for calling, my dear. Really appreciate it.
All right, hon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Butterfly Kisses. Thank you, my dear. Let me fix this microphone. In my opinion, they may have been fighting, and Sebastian tried to defend his mom. CP attacked SR, and KP tried to stop him, and SR got hurt in the process, and she drove SR out of there, scratch and bite marks. It's very possible. It is very, very possible. DA had plenty of time. I don't know. It can take, in some cases. 1 second. Clutch your pearls.
Hey, Shay.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Now I can. Yes.
Okay. Shay, I have a question, and I don't know. So it's not yeah. Okay. One thing that bothers me is that girlfriend of hers, Lori. She was there before he went missing. She wasn't there when he went missing, and then he appeared back.
Katie's best friend.
Am I right? Yeah, that Lori girl.
Yes, I've wondered. I've wondered about that too. The thing is, I want to know how long had it been since they had seen each other before. Have they, do they go see? Did they go see each other often, or had she not seen her for like 15 years? Because I think that really would change maybe if you're willing to help someone out or not. But I don't know. That's,
Okay.
she
Last
she
thing
does
that
live out of
bothers me, because I never heard of her till all of a sudden, and it was like, where did she come from? Like, how is this new news? At least to me, that she was there, then she wasn't, and then her car was there constantly after in the driveway. We all thought it was babysitter, and yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
and what color would you say Chris's truck is? Is it dark green?
It's black, isn't it?
Dark, I don't know. Sometimes it looks like a super dark green.
Hold on.
I don't.
I got photos
what
of
I
it.
thought.
I got photos of it. Let me pull them up here. Oh,
It
it
looks
might.
black, but then other times I've seen it look dark green.
No, you're right. It looks like it is like a
super dark green, like a really weird dark green.
It's
Almost black, but it's got like a hint of green in it.
I think it might be like a blue, like a dark blue color.
All right.
Yes, yeah. I think it might be like a dark
I don't
blue.
know. I know.
I'm showing it
I
right
know
now on
you
the
do
pic on the
believe in techniques,
Sorry, you broke up.
and I don't believe in a lot of them. Okay. Did I? Okay. I know you believe in some psychics, right?
Do I
I don't believe in a lot. A lot of them, I think they, I don't know, hear things and repeat it or make up stuff, kind of go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean,
if you listen to Reverend Dot,
yes.
I don't know if you watched the reading she did on Sebastian.
No.
Okay, well, you need to watch it. Because when I watched it, she did it like a month ago. This was before I'd ever heard anything about Danny. He said, there's a Danny. He gave another big word name. He said he does something with wood. He lives on a hill. He's got a flower bed in the front of his house, or on the side or something. Sebastian is there in that flower bed. We picked up a dark green truck. And then all of a sudden, like a week later, I hear the poker game at Danny's. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, said you got to watch Reverend Don's thing on Sebastian. It's going to put more puzzle pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
I had never heard of this Danny until I'm thinking, who's Danny? And then he works with wood, and he's a house builder, right?
Yes.
He does. Yeah, see? He had all the stuff, she don't know, anything about him. She said that the guy with the dark green truck that picked him up that night, Danny, and he lives like on a hill or a mountain. It's like a huge, like, wood flower bed, and that's where the boy is. It makes sense he's on private property because you can't search. You would have to have a search warrant, take the dog, find him. Until they believe this, they'll never find him.
That's interesting.
And I've always thought he's on private property. That's why Chris ain't worried. If I put him somewhere and I know nobody can search it, and I ain't worried about it either.
Right.
Yeah, you got time. Go look her visual whatever reading on him.
Mm-hmm.
Really good, and a lot of the key things that she says at home on a lot of this. I never heard of Danny poker game.
The color of his truck is called North Sky Blue Metallic.
Okay. I wonder if Danny has a green truck, because he was over there that weekend. It would make sense.
I don't know.
He was at the poker game. He used it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
He's
know.
got a green truck. You got to go watch her thing on him and see what you think about how the pieces fall.
Okay.
It adds more layers on to what you hit on.
Okay, I'll look at it for sure.
Okay, hon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my dear.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Marlena wants me to look at this specific part. She sent this and gave me a timestamp to look at.
It was actually the TBI worker. Did you hear what she just said?
Good, it goes to Brittany.
What? Hold on. Listen to that again.
Keep advance the investigation. It has not gone to a place where anybody has forgotten about him or is not pursuing this. The parents have been cooperative throughout. At the beginning of the investigation, they have.
Throughout the beginning of the investigation.
Have pretty much done whatever law enforcement has asked of them.
Pretty much asked of what law enforcement. That's what I said earlier. Pretty much. And beginning.
The parents have been cooperative during the beginning of the investigation.
Yep. Beginning of the
What does that mean?
investigation.
What do you guys think of that?
Is that what you meant, Marlena? That right there? Clutch your pearls.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, darling. How are you?
Fine. This is Sheila from Knoxville, Tennessee. I watch you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have a question.
Sure.
Why will Katie not talk with Seth by herself without Chris? If that was my child, you know, I would tell Chris, you stay out of this. This is our child.
But, you know.
He has never said anything about, you know, it's just like he don't say anything to Chris.
I'll be honest with you. I think for a long time, I think Katie and Seth just didn't want, I think they were almost bullied and they just didn't want to, they just wanted to keep the peace as much as possible because they know, in my opinion, what kind of jerk he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just don't understand, you know, if that was my child, I would say, you know, we need to talk. And it seems like that, you know, they would.
You would think.
I don't know. It just seems strange. She didn't even call him when the Sebastian went missing.
Please don't be mad or please don't be angry. What the hell? I mean, don't be mad or angry. It's your kid, for God's sakes. You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
you know, she didn't even call the father. Chris did.
The Headers Madness, I mean, I understand, you know, if your kids are grown up, you know, not talking to your ex, but you know, there are times if you have made a child together, you've got to speak to them if something especially this bad happens. You know,
right.
if there's something medical going on or there are certain situations, it's nothing about, uh nefarious. It's just that you have to speak to them regarding their health or something that's going on. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
especially when
Well,
your child is missing, there should be no greater advocate for your child than, the two that, you've created these children together with, right?
yeah, it just seems like she would call and say, "Have you seen Sebastian?" Because he sees his dad regular,
Yep. Yep.
and he was going to go live with him. So just seems weird that she wouldn't call him and say, "Sebastian's missing. Have you seen him?"
Yeah. See, I don't think.
And I was watching another live, and they were talking about the Bauer Sox. I think it was on Smiley. What time that she got there? Was she there before Seth or after Seth?
Well, the Bow Wow Foot lady, she said that she wasn't there till 10 o'clock.
And Seth said she was there when he got there.
Yes.
So that seems strange too.
Yeah, because that's always been one thing. Oh, thank the Lord. Marilyn Raley has been found safe. Thank God. There was a little girl we was talking about earlier.
Okay, honey, I was just wanting to call. I watch you all the time, and I really appreciate
I
how
appreciate
nice
you.
and courteous you are to everybody.
Thank you.
And God bless you and
God bless you, my dear.
channels.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Bye bye. See, I don't think anyone's covering like I don't think, but I do think they are not going to let me change my mic around here 1 second. I think because there's so much interest in this case, I think that they're trying to keep very quiet, and they think clutch your pearls.
Hi, Justin. This is Rhonda.
Hey, Rhonda, how are you?
Good. First, I want to tell you what you wrote by the fireside when you were on vacation was absolutely beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now, this is only my opinion.
Sure.
I feel like this was premeditated.
Mhm.
And the reason I feel like that is as soon as Child Protective Services got involved, I think there was something in that report that if Chris had to answer for, he would have not gotten his daughter ever. That's just my opinion. And the reason I think this is, I lost my thought. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It happens to me all the time. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I had lines really badly. So for many years before I knew I had it. So it happens to me.
I'm sorry. I know. Trust me. I know what it's
yeah,
like.
I can relate with you. The reason I think this, let me see if I can figure out what it was.
Take your time.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be. Trust me. Let me tell you something. It happens to me live with 1,200 people in here. So it's
right.
every day. It just, but you know,
Okay, I have a question I need to find out from you that's
Sure.
been bothering me.
sure,
I'll go to that and maybe the other will come back to me.
sure.
The garage door, have you ever been able to confirm how long that dent was in the door, and was it a dent going inward or outward?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I really think it would be interesting to find out.
Yeah. Um, you know, I think the garage door has not really ever meant much to me, to be quite honest with you. Um, it
Well,
may
my theory is,
a lot of people's interested in it. I mean, I get it. But you know, a lot of people thought there might be like some violence going on or something like that, but I just don't know. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
just feel like he had to be gotten rid of because he would have spoken and ruined Chris's chance for ever getting his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think it was a premeditated thing, and that's just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think you're right.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Okay.
you cut out for a minute.
That's okay.
I think you're right. I think he was parking down by the retention pond, and that's why the dogs went to there.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a feeling maybe that night when they pulled into the garage and Sebastian realized he was there, I do think he was there.
Mm-hmm.
I think a fight broke out in the garage, and I think that's maybe where it happened right then when they came home.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a theory, just how I think, but I definitely think it was at 3 a.m. when they took his body out.
Yeah. It's anything is possible. Anything
And you know what?
is possible.
Yeah, and that last day, that reminds me of when I have to take my elderly animals to have them put down. You know, we go to McDonald's and get an ice cream and a cheeseburger. They get to eat it. We go for a ride. You know, we just do the best we can before we take them to the vet.
Right. A little bit of
And
joy.
it's almost like it felt to me like she knew that was his last day.
See, I don't think of it that way. I think of it as she's buttering him up because he's not supposed to be there. CP, she knows in, my theory that CP is going to come that evening, and she either wants him to be tired or, she wants him to be happy. When CP
Yeah,
is
well, there's
there.
another thing I've been kind of seeing little bits and pieces of. It's just a rumor,
Mm-hmm.
but I've heard that possibly the same type of issues that happened with Sebastian with an older child, that CP was also involved in something like that when he was younger, and Mama Bowersox covered it up. And if that's the case, there's a whole lot of SA going on in that family, and I wonder if that's what could possibly be what made those two make that decision to remove him, because if he's not here, they can't be prosecuted for it. And that's why I think it's premeditated.
I see. I don't think there's any essay going on. I know.
I hope not, because he went through enough.
Yeah. I know there's people that's mentioned that and stuff, but I just don't see any. I don't see a history of it. I don't see any evidence of it in. Well, it's not about being naive, Miss Criminal. It's. I mean, show me.
There's no receipts. I get that.
Well,
there's just
I mean, there is on Katie's side.
right. But I'm not on Chris's.
But
I think I don't believe that Sebastian was defending her that night, because if he had been, she would have called the police and said, "My son was trying to help me, and look what he did to him."
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I just have a really bad feeling that this was planned because there's so much, the lights, the camera that they admitted they had to watch him in the kitchen. I mean, there's just way too much, and there's no way Chris would have ever let her and Sebastian be in his home without being able to watch their every move while he was out of town.
Oh, he's a control freak.
Control freak. Yeah, there's no way.
I mean,
Anyhow,
I
I just-
absolutely believe that there was cameras in that house.
I do too.
I
Because they admitted one
absolutely.
time they had to watch for snacks so he wasn't stealing, which is ridiculous. You put snacks in your house for your kids to go get when they want.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. I mean, it's
I mean, that's what
It's
you
unreal.
buy snacks for. You buy snacks for your kids so they can have them.
of course.
I think everything was so controlled with that boy. It was unreal.
Oh, it was because I mean,
and
just what I said the other day about Chris saying, "Well, I didn't really have a set schedule on him when he could eat."
Right.
Um,
And I
well,
think-
thank the Lord for that. Except, if he wanted to get some, I mean, let me tell you something. I'm in the kitchen more from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. for myself eating
too.
than any other time
I get it.
else. So,
Yeah. No, I think the longer that she was with him, the more she sided with him like a couple of bullies, and they just both fed off of it, seeing how mean and mocking they could be to that poor kid.
I agree with that.
Well, I'm not going to take any more time. I can't think of the original point I wanted to call for, but hey, that's lines.
That's yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
That's
my
okay.
dear.
I mean,
But
it's
it's
fine.
been
I'm used to it, and I'm sorry.
It's been an interesting
love you very
conversation.
much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
And I appreciate you. Have a good night,
You
Justin.
too. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Great caller. Sorry she suffered with Lyme's. It sucks. It really does suck. Whenever it leaves you, a lot of times it's like it's the only thing I can sort like compare it to is like before I had Lyme's, like when something is on the end of your tongue, it's kind of like that all the time. Or you can see it, like you can see what you want to say, but you just can't grab that word or whatever. So, anywho, I understand what she's going through. I saw earlier, was there security equipment put into his work van? I think that they were looking for something in the trash. What were they looking for? I don't think it was necessarily they were looking for Sebastian, but I do, yes, Pink Butterfly, yes. But I do believe that they were looking for things. Literally after that trash truck ran and it was school time, that's when she left. I don't think there was necessarily a lot to clean up after in that house, but I do believe that there was things to remove and or hide. So can hope. Literally searching the things to corroborate the right. Did they check the school dumpsters? I'm sure that they checked a lot of dumpsters and stuff. Day 10 was the landfill. Day 8, police called back the search. Yeah, they didn't search that long. Hey, Tori, Justin, I forgot to tell you last week there was a Brinks SUV there. No van. Again? Hey, Bo, good to see you. Benson, it was the building that actually caught on fire after that. It wasn't the landfill itself, it was the building that was, well, I believe that's why they haven't searched. Justin, today is my 65th birthday. Of course. Of course. Let's all congratulate our beautiful Lisa. Happy birthday. Hey, could you hold on 1 second, caller? Yep. I need to sing Marilyn Monroe. Okay. All right. This is for Lisa, my rendition of Happy Birthday, Mr. President, that JFK did, or Marilyn Monroe sing to JFK. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. 65 and some beautiful pearls look good on you. I hope you are enjoying your day. You look beautiful, my dear, as always. Thank you for holding, dear caller. How can we speak to you? What's up?
Justin, do you know if they have searched the old house at White House?
An old house at White House?
Yeah, they used to live in White House. And Sebastian used to like to go back to the White House, or the White House school.
You mean the old house that they used to live in?
Yeah, the old house that they used to live in White House.
I mean, I'm sure someone's living there, right?
I don't know. I don't know if someone's living there or what, because the last thing I heard was it was abandoned.
I don't know.
It was in bad.
I don't know. But I tell you, what I do think is that I think that it would be interesting to look around that area, because that is the area that they are. I think it's White House that they're all from. I believe so. So,
right, that's what because
yeah.
Sebastian loved that place.
Yeah, I remember Chris and Katie. I've got photos of them doing a yard sale. For when they were moving into their now house.
Right.
Yeah. So it's they checked the school though. Tracy said so. Yeah, they did check the school area.
Yeah. Every time that he run away or go take off or go for a walk, he would go to White House. It was within walking distance, from what I understand.
You see, this is the thing that I don't understand. We've heard that every time he would take off, he would go to that school. But they also say that he's not a runner. He doesn't run away.
Right. It doesn't make any sense.
So you can it's one or the other. He was a runner or he wasn't a runner.
Maybe he went for a walk or something, maybe, not running away, but if he was in trouble, he would go to the White House.
See, I personally just think that is filler for them. I just think it's something for them to talk about.
Maybe. I don't know, but it's worth looking into.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely worth looking into. Yeah. They did look around that school though, for sure.
Because I've heard, I've had a house. I listen to the psychics, and those pictures that come up on a special app that the deceased draw, and the house is on there, and there's a little shed, and he's up in an attic and everything else. So, and it was just really weird looking, really awful looking, like an old abandoned house.
Right.
But there was also an abandoned house over where the tornado hit down there too. But so I don't know. I really don't know what. But I thought I'd bring it up because I haven't heard much about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that, I think if they haven't checked that area, they probably should check that area for sure.
Right. And I'm also wondering about that sewer where the truck was parked waiting for Katie. That sewer hole? They could have brought him back and put him in there.
They checked a lot of the manholes and the storm drains and all that. But
because that would be close to their house so they could watch it, and that's why they're so protective over their land. And Proudfoot or Bow Wow socks.
Right.
They're. I just can't understand it. I can't sleep at night because of this child. It's just.
I know.
We love him more than she ever thought of loving him.
Yeah. Yeah, they you fight for your kids, right? If
I'd be out there night and day until I found him.
I know. And I think you don't waste your time because you're not looking for someone whenever you know where they could be, allegedly, in my opinion.
That's the only reason why you would stay home, because you know where he's at. You know nobody can find him.
Yeah. It's quite interesting, isn't it? Quite interesting.
It's just, but most of us are lying awake at night trying to figure out where this little boy is. And crying real tears and wishing that they could go down there and search for him themselves. And how dare they people away and treat people like dirt when they're looking for their child?
I don't know. That's bizarre to me too. That's bizarre to me as well.
Well, all I can say is, Chris and Katie, you're gonna go to jail one way or the other. And so are the Bowersox.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling and voicing your opinion.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, my dear.
I'm just trying to help in any way that I possibly can.
Yeah.
Because I love the little boy too.
Yeah, I know you do.
Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, my dear.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye bye. Thank you so much, caller. Lady for Justice. Thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace, my dear. If either one of you, if any, the two, whoever the two is that received those pearl necklaces, please give our beloved Lady for Justice and birthday girl Lisa a big, big thank you. Very sweet. Was this a recent press conference? Up in the right corner? No, it was their last press conference where they speak about YouTubers, mainly TikTokers, I believe, but clutch your pearls.
Hi, Justin.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. And you?
Good. What's on your mind?
My first time calling. I'm
Well,
calling from Hawaii.
oh, welcome. You in Oahu, Big Island, Maui? Where you at?
Oahu.
Are you?
Born and
Nice.
raised.
I've been to Oahu many times. Many times. Yes, I have family in Oahu actually.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's good.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, but, so listening to so far whoever I've been listening to for this case,
Mm-hmm.
and then after I saw like the Lore Lodge and all that,
Mm-hmm.
I started to try to think of my own thoughts because I do see how you put all your theories. You go over all the interviews, which are like, because there's times where I feel like I miss something too when I hear it again.
Yep.
But so I kind of felt like after I heard like the Lore Lodge and all that stuff, it started to make me think like when he mentioned when Chris filed the full custody thing with Nina for Faith, right?
Yep.
I feel like it's premeditated. That's why. So,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he, with the neighbor saying, Katie, or even like the PIs that had they talked about how the marital problem, right? So I'm wondering if Chris kind of pushed Katie and kept pushing Katie and kind of gave her like that whole. I don't know if it's a whole year, like from whenever he filed until the 26th, it kind of made me feel like she had to sit on it for a little bit because it didn't sound like she wanted to give Sebastian to Seth as well,
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel like those two were kind of in a pickle. They didn't know how to do it. It kind of seemed like Chris was okay with giving Sebastian to Seth, but it doesn't sound like Katie was okay. So kind of sounds like it's either. I mean, we don't really know whether he's alive or deceased,
Mm-hmm.
but so I kind of feel like he pushed Katie into an ultimatum.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that week, because they switched the days, right, for Sebastian, right, that weekend, right?
They, from what Seth told me, they didn't switch.
Oh, they didn't switch. So that was his.
That was Katie's weekend.
Okay, so well, either way, if that part didn't come into play, I still feel like I don't know if a lot of the things are true or not. Like even with that the poker night,
Uh-huh.
right? And then having to hear even about the Danny guy that owns the construction company where his laptop got taken for checking and whatnot. I don't know how true that is, but if it is, I kind of feel like Chris, Katie guys, was at that poker thing, got upset when Chris probably found out that Sebastian was on that laptop, got into an altercation with Sebastian, Sebastian bit him. That's why he has that mark on his elbow,
Mm-hmm.
and that's probably why. That's probably why he probably has like that. I don't even know if it's true about the bruise on his neck. So I'm kind of just trying to piece from that Friday where if it's true that he was on the laptop and he got upset that he went on that laptop,
Yes.
got into an altercation, he bit him, and then maybe choked Sebastian a little bit. And that's the only reason why I feel like Katie did not take any pictures on that awesome Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she has a picture of him the day before, and I'm wondering if she didn't take the pictures on Sunday, probably because the bruise was darker, you know.
Mhm.
And I kind of feel like she she wanted it to be ended on the divorce date because of, you know, if they're trying to cover it up, she doesn't sound like she's somebody that can remember a lot of things. That's why when she talks about the actual situations, it's so like vague. And I think having him disappeared on that 26th, which is the divorce date between her and Seth, I feel like it's easier for her to remember, so she doesn't have to remember too many things.
Mm. That it's quite interesting, the dates, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
it's very, very interesting, the dates.
Yeah, and I mean, I mean, even having to hear how she approached Seth when he showed up that morning, you know, shoving a phone in his face, you know, that to me, it's like, what are you doing? Are you 5? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
your guy's kid is missing. Like, what are you, you know? Oh, and then the other thing that I kind of thought, you know, with this whole thing about Chris guys getting upset about the whole GoFundMe, I don't think they wanted Seth to have means to be able to search for the son. You know what I mean? I think they wanted, because you know how they say, people were kind of saying like the first set of the what do you call that, the flyers,
Mhm.
right? That was pictures when he looked young. Like he did not look like the pictures that are out now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I agree with that. I don't think that
if
they
the
wanted
pictures, yeah, and
Seth
I
to
kind
have
of feel
any
like they
means to
didn't want.
to help find his son. Yeah.
Right. I kind of feel like that's part of the reason why too they didn't want Seth there early that morning. That's why they didn't call the office to say, "Hey, there's an emergency. Can you have Seth call me right away?" You know what I
Mhm.
mean? They go and leave a message on his phone when they know he can't bring that in the jail. You know, and to me, it's critical because Katie is the one talking to the police that morning because yes, it is her home, but at the same time, she gives a picture where she knows that's the picture that's going to go out, right? And then all the free printing that I guess places give for free for the first set, right, in the beginning.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like wasted now because it's on a picture that is not current,
Yeah.
you know? So I kind of just feel like all of it is just, it has been staged and, you know, just the choice words too that Chris uses, you know, like case to be studied for years. I feel like with all these craziness that's happening with these certain YouTubers, I think he planted all those seeds. Even the whole thing with the canine handler, all that stuff. I feel like it's all part of it. But it's just so strange how this case got so crazy. And then now you got Katie and the Bauer stuff trying to go after BHB. It's like, oh my God, this thing is getting ridiculous. And part of me feels like they're doing it because BHB talks to Seth.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. It's
But
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's all crazy.
yes, yes, it is. Just want this
Distractions.
kid found and all the distractions of like even with Silver. I like Silver on this thing. I just recently like started discovering him and then you know, you got all those hate channels already starting to bash him now. And it's like it's almost like they
Yeah.
don't want this kid found.
I to be honest with you, like I whether I like someone or not,
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate them getting out there and searching, and they'll be like, oh well, they're not certain. Nothing is ever good enough, right? For some people,
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
never good enough, no matter how much you're intent. It's just no matter what you do, it's just because they see it through the eyes of hate. And that is honestly all it is. And I appreciate anyone out there searching for Sebastian, whether that's Terry Lynn, Silver on the Scene. I appreciate people putting up the flyers.
Yes. Yes.
So I may not agree with everything they say or do, but I appreciate the effort.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. It's the effort of trying to put, but then, you know, a lot of people think, oh, but they're not putting his name out there. They're just bringing drama. And I'm like, I don't know, man. You guys are all twisted up to the point where it's like you guys are not realizing that you're contributing to this drama instead of trying to bring it back to this boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't understand the whole, you know, ordeal of this.
Yeah.
Somebody's hate for one another is way more stronger than somebody, you know, between somebody who's trying to claim that it was stalking and harassment. It's not as worth as being told, like, what if the person is a murderer? You know what I mean?
Oh, well, I mean,
which one's worse?
you know, they you know, it's I agree. So, well, thank you so much for calling. I really appreciate you, my dear.
You have a great day.
Very nice commentary. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Uh-huh.
All right. No, I agree. I support anyone helping out and watching or any of that. So there's that. All right, guys. I am going to end it here. I will be back at 10:30 on Hey Sweet Tea. I'm going to do we're going to do a study session over there. 54 more and we'll get there. I need to go eat something. My sugar is getting low. But I will be over there at 10:30 Eastern time, about an hour and 15 minutes from now. Please hit that thumbs up if you can, if you haven't hit it already yet. We do our late night study sessions and they get very interesting sometimes. So please join us over there in about an hour and 15 minutes. Didn't he tell Terry Lynn about the cameras? Need to go over that phone call. We might do that in a little bit. So might check that out. All right, guys. Love you all. Appreciate you. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hopefully you'll join us over at Hey Sweet Tea. HEYSWEET TEA, 3 words. It's a little teacup. So join us over there. Love you guys. Bye-bye.